What's your first name?
Jakari. Okay, I'm gonna go home.
No, you're gonna stay right here.
I'm not being.
If you ride away,
Sir,
349, send me another.
Sir,
Hey,
he's
if
not doing anything. Sir,
stop.
On May 29th, 2020, Officer Ryan Thomas of the University of North Texas Police Department stopped 24-year-old Jakari Williams for riding his bicycle on campus at night without a light in Denton, Texas. Officer Thomas's body camera footage shows him exiting his vehicle and approaching Mr. Williams on foot.
Hi there.
What's up? What am I doing wrong?
So you're pulled over. So you were riding on the roadway,
Yeah, I don't
without
think
a light.
that's illegal.
Yeah, you have to have a light at nighttime.
All right, thank you.
Well, do you have your license on you?
No, I don't have my
Do you have any
license
kind of ID on you?
I don't think I'm required to give any ID because I'm not.
You're being detained right now. It's like a traffic stop, except you're on a bike. Because when you ride a bike, you follow all the same rules that you do on a roadway.
Well, I don't have ID or I don't have.
You don't have an ID on you right now? All right. What's your last name?
Williams.
Williams? Like how it's normally spelled?
Am
Slower?
I being detained confirmed because I don't think it's illegal to have like your license? Actually, can I call my lawyer?
I'm just asking you to identify yourself. You're being stopped because you were riding on the roadway.
I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. I don't know if you're being honest with me.
No, you're like it's in the traffic code.
Officer Thomas claims that he stopped Mr. Williams for not having lights on his bicycle, as required by state law. Section 551.104 of the Texas Transportation Code states that, quote, "A person may not operate a bicycle at nighttime unless the bicycle is equipped with a lamp on the front of the bicycle that emits a white light visible from a distance of at least 500 feet in front of the bicycle." The statute also states that the rear of the bicycle must have an approved red reflector that is visible when directly in front of lawful upper beams of motor vehicle headlamps from all distances from 50 to 300 feet. A person may not willfully fail or refuse to comply with a lawful order or direction of a police officer apply to both drivers and bicycle operators alike. Therefore, Officer Thomas had a legitimate basis for stopping Mr. Williams, as he was riding a bicycle without a light, and Mr. Williams was obligated to stop.
I was on the sidewalk,
No, but you were coming down Highland Street.
but I was on the bike lane.
That's still the roadway.
I don't know.
Hey, I just
Okay.
need this real quick. That's all, and then I'll just have you on your way. It's not the end of the world.
There's a lot of people who ride bikes over here, and like I've never seen someone stop before because of a light.
Well, you have to have a light at nighttime. You were on the roadway at night, so
is everything okay here?
everything's fine.
Okay.
So
Hey, dude. Why are you being stopped?
I didn't have a light.
he was riding on the roadway with no light.
No
So,
light?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's
So-
fine then, right?
What's your last name? You said Williams?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Jakari.
Can you spell that?
Jakari.
H-A-R-I?
Yes.
All right, when's your birthday?
July 12th, 1995. Okay, I'm gonna go home.
No, you're going to stay right here.
I'm not being.
If you ride away,
Sir,
349, send me
there's nothing
another.
wrong with him. Sir,
Hey,
he's
if
not
you-
doing anything. Sir,
stop. Stop. Can you stop? All right.
No, I'm not being detained.
Yes, you are.
I'm not under
Sir,
arrest for
all right,
anything.
you're gonna be
Wait,
evading.
His light was just out, right?
I'm not.
No, he
evading
has no
arrest
light.
because I don't have anything.
Okay, he has
Can
no
you
light.
stay? All right. All right. I've stopped you for a bike stop. All right. You're not free to leave.
Okay.
All right. So can you put the bike down? Can you have a seat?
Is he being detained?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are. So can you please have a
Legally?
seat?
What is
Yes.
he being detained for?
Yeah, I'm being.
Can you have a seat?
Detained for not having a light.
Look, you can be under arrest for evading, for just that, trying to ride away. All right.
But that's
If you cooperate
if
with
I'm
me-
not under arrest because
Can you sit down for
I
me?
haven't done anything worth being under arrest.
As Officer Thomas is talking to him, Mr. Williams attempts to ride away from the scene, but is quickly apprehended. Officer Thomas then informs Mr. Williams that he could be placed under arrest for evading. Section 38.04 of the Texas Penal Code, which defines the offense of evading arrest or detention, states that, quote, "A person commits an offense if he intentionally flees from a person he knows is a peace officer or federal special investigator attempting lawfully to arrest or detain him." Quote, "The statute does not require high-speed fleeing or even effectual fleeing. It requires only an attempt to get away from a known officer of the law. Thus, under the law, fleeing slowly is still fleeing." Quote, "Riding in the middle of the street after nightfall with no lights on his bicycle constituted traffic offenses. An officer may stop an individual for committing a traffic offense. Accordingly, the officer had a lawful reason to stop the bicycle and Green. Green's refusal to comply with his request can be defined as an attempt to evade detention. Given this clear legal precedent, it is very likely that a court would find that Mr. Williams' attempt to ride away constituted a violation of the evasion statute."
I just didn't have a light on in my bike.
Right. I understand that, but
I'm sorry.
that's still
That's
law.
not.
It is the law.
It's not. Okay, can
Look,
you
I'm
show
not-
me the law?
What's your badge number, sir?
349.
349?
Jakari,
I'm just asking.
when's your birthday?
I'm calling my mom.
Are you a UNT student?
Mom, I'm getting stopped at the bike lock because I don't have any, like, I didn't have a bike light. There's 4. I'm getting stopped because I didn't have a bike light, and there's 5 cops.
Can you tell me why he's being stopped again?
He was stopped because he was riding on the roadway without a light on his bicycle, which is the law.
And that requires
1022.
police people to...
No, ma'am. I stopped him, and then he tried to ride away on me when I told him
my
he was
house is
legally
right
detained.
there.
He could be arrested, but I'm not trying to do all that, all right? I'm just trying to give him a warning, a written warning, but he's not cooperating with me.
Okay, can you give me a written warning?
Well, I need your information first.
Okay, what do you need?
Your birthday. That's all I need.
July 12, 1995.
Thank you. That's all I need.
Okay, can I have my written warning and go home?
Yep. So if you would, just wait right here. Let me go write it up, and I'll have you on your way, okay?
Okay.
I understand you're frustrated, and there's a lot going on in the world. I'm not trying to escalate anything, okay?
Well, I mean, stopping me because I don't have a bike light.
I understand it's frustrating, all right?
I mean,
I
there's
saw
a
that
lot,
and it's
there's
unsafe.
a lot of people that come here all the time without. I'm pretty sure they're biking without a bike lock, and you stopped me, the black person.
Can you-
Regardless of whether or not Officer Thomas had the discretion to choose not to arrest Mr. Williams, Texas peace officers always have the authority to arrest an individual with an outstanding warrant, and this situation was no exception.
Hey, Jakari, can you come over here and talk to me real quick,
I prefer to sit right here.
please? I'm asking politely.
I prefer to sit right here.
Why, it's fine. Is there something private? Because, like, we all know.
He's saying, will I sit? Will I sit?
You all know that
Will
what?
I walk over?
We know about his personal life, so, like, nothing's private to him. I don't know why he would go away from the cameras.
So,
What is it?
can you please stand up?
What is it?
What is what?
The
It's a warrant.
Can the police officer hear me?
Can you tell us why so we can look that information up
Yeah.
later?
It's all on DentonCounty.com. You can
Okay,
look
well, the
everything
last time this happened last year, it was very difficult to get in contact with him, and we're going to be the ones taking
So,
care of
Jakari, can you come over here with me, please?
Ask the police something doesn't make any sense.
Jakari, can you come with me?
Look at whatever previous charge that he has. The
I
charges.
mean, you would have to arrest me
are
on my
something
bike.
that would've-
Jay, please.
Mr. Williams was placed under arrest after a brief struggle and charged with resisting arrest, which is a Class A misdemeanor. On May 30th, 2020, University of North Texas President Neil Smatresk issued a Twitter statement about the incident and stated that the university's Division of Institutional Equity and Diversity was investigating the officer's actions according to standard protocol. Mr. Williams spoke about his experience at a Black Lives Matter rally a few days after the incident, but it's unclear whether he has filed a complaint or intends to pursue legal action. Overall, Officer Thomas gets an A+ for conducting a legitimate traffic stop, making a concerted effort to de-escalate the situation, and for remaining within the bounds of his authority throughout the interaction. There is no doubt that Officer Thomas would have been within his authority to arrest Mr. Williams regardless of whether or not he had warrants. And the video clearly shows that Mr. Williams committed multiple violations in plain view of the officers. At no point did Officer Thomas say or do anything to provoke a response from Mr. Williams, and he went out of his way to maintain a cordial demeanor and keep the interaction as calm and peaceful as possible. The officer took his time to respectfully explain why Mr. Williams was being stopped, and did not place him in handcuffs until the warrants were discovered, despite being well within his authority to do so well beforehand. Ultimately, Officer Thomas also made the decision not to charge Mr. Williams with evading arrest, and was able to peacefully escort him to jail. Mr. Williams gets an F for failing to invoke his right to remain silent, refusing to obey the lawful orders of the officers, and for attempting to leave the scene while being lawfully detained. Setting aside the racial implications of the initial detainment, a majority of Mr. Williams' conduct only served to further incriminate him, and there is no doubt that he could have benefited from invoking his Fifth Amendment rights. Not only did Mr. Williams admit to guilt on several occasions, blatantly attempt to evade arrest, and physically resist the officers, but he also maintained a confrontational attitude and refused to cooperate with Officer Thomas's investigation.